Hello, 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 and greetings, adventurers of Vera. Welcome to Tavern Talk at the Golden Feather Tavern. We are Vertec and Chibi, keepers of this fine establishment. The Golden Feather Tavern is open to all travelers to come and share their thoughts on the inner workings of Vera over a nice tankard of ale, mead, hot chocolate, or any other delicious beverage of choice. So raise a glass and pull up a chair as we delve into tonight's discussions. And what do we have on tap today, Chibi?
I don't know. I figured we have a lot that we need to catch up on.
We do. This is true. We've been gone for a minute. It was supposed to be 2 weeks, turned into 3. And it was an adventure out in that real life place. But We're back. We have returned.
Thank you. We're glad we're back too. I think he's waiting on me to pick up something, so I'm just gonna yip yap at you guys for a second. Every week on Tuesdays we have our Tavern Talk, which is typically covering Ashes of Creation. If that is your interest, then you can feel free to pop on into our live stream queue within our Discord. Here's our Discord. There you go. And you know, we're going to be doing some stuff coming up in the future. I'm not going to go too far into it because Vertec wants us to hold off. But if you are already in the Discord, you may have seen some changes or like rumors of changes. So really excited for that. Don't worry, we're still going to be doing some Ashes content. We're not straying from Ashes completely, but we are expanding. So really excited for that in the future. Our Tavern Talks are where we grab conversation either throughout the community or we just take a moment, have some mead, and just chat with people like you would when you go out for drinks and just chit chat. What about Ashes? And it looks like Vertec's trying to get the restream to work.
Well, yeah, we can't now that we've started. Remember?
Nope.
It's broken.
I got it set up before we went live, but unfortunately, I guess it's not working. Hello, friends. But yeah, if that sounds like your tea, sorry, I got distracted by the text on the screen. Feel free to follow us here on Twitch at TGF Tavern or on YouTube at TGF Tavern. And we have a couple of other YouTube, not Twitch. We have a couple other YouTube accounts. But yeah, glad I found your way back into Ashes 2 weeks ago. Not hitting the roadblock tanning is a lot. Yeah, I found something way back into Ashes. Something. Did we have a nice respite? Yes, we did. It was also very busy. I was doing so much work while we were away, while also not working all at once on TGF stuff. And we also left for not only working up there, but I went to a developer conference, which I don't think I'll be going back to just because it wasn't really developer focused. It was, in my opinion, a lot more like designer focused, which is neither here nor there. It just wasn't really my cup of tea, is the point. So, hello, Sasquatch. Welcome back.
Hey.
Oh, you found your way back. I think that's supposed to be I've just started on my leatherworking grind. Nice. Yeah, okay. So I think Triple says, I found my way back into Ashes 2 weeks ago. Now hitting a roadblock tanning is a lot. Yeah, so, I mean, that's one of those things. I think that there's a lot of changes that are still going. Unfortunately, I mean, I don't know how far you got, Vertec, but I did watch the September live stream, and it's one of those things where they are aware that they're not really in a good place at the moment with the economy, and they're trying to get to a better place, but it's one of those things they gotta fix it. So
Yeah, I got all the way up to, I guess, about halfway through the community feedback area.
okay, so they're the most of the important stuff, because in my opinion, a lot of the community feedback stuff is the stuff that they've been saying, and kind of was just like reiterating stuff that they've said recently. To me, at least, but
yeah,
I also was like very keyed in. So,
and you folks may or may not be happy to see that I'm still growing the beauty out.
Yes.
Still got what, a month and a half or so left, 2 months left, I think, at this point.
Yeah. So.
And yeah, Triple Killer's comment, first time I read it through, I prefer to read it as having hit a roadblock in tanning. And maybe it's because wintertime is not a good time to go out tanning. But that's where my brain, that's what my brain went, the road it went down as soon as I read that.
The other type of tanning?
Yeah, like going out tanning. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. Well, I guess it looks like there's an oracle here who wants to come in and chat with us.
Ooh.
So I'll go ahead and pull him in.
And Jesse.
There you go.
Tonight drinking a mead from a local meadery. It's coffee infused. I always forget the name, but it starts with a Z. That's all I remember.
That's okay.
Welcome on in.
Hello.
Hello.
How do you do?
Oh my gosh, you can actually just smell the coffee.
I had a very fun day. Had so much fun on Summoner today.
Awesome. I'm glad you had fun.
Yeah.
Please no wipe or fresh start yet. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sad. I wasn't able to get in on that testing. I tried. Had some time set aside and everything, and just wasn't able to make it.
Yeah, I didn't even know it was happening, so I don't have any sort of excuse like that. I was just busy doing other stuff. So, hello, Whiskey. Welcome in.
Please no wipe or fresh start yet. I mean, maybe come November. Because I have a feeling as long as they get a bunch of the current bugs that are really bothering people taken care of, and they get another this will be a good approach to the economy thing down, and they get some of the economic bugs knocked out, then it'd be a good time to actually do a reset again.
Yeah, possibly. It's one of those things, like, I mean, this was a big conversation right before we left, so I'm not really going to bring it up, but
yeah,
it's one of those 6 of one, half a dozen of another. It's going to upset half the player base if they don't get a wipe, and upset the other half if they do. So, like, I don't know. At this point, I don't really know what to say with that, but nodes are also not leveling like at all. Yeah, there's just, I don't even know what, I'm trying to go through our I'm looking over here because this is where my patch note section is for ashes. Trying to figure out where they are in their patch versioning. But it looks like 16.6, and that 16 is supposed to have a lot of the bug fixes in there, which is why they're probably doing another, firebrand test and node settlement wars. Sorry, as well as other things, but. Yeah, nodes don't level because outside of the Riverlands contest is lacking. Yes and no, Lamina. The honest truth is they weren't leveling to begin with. A big group of ours that we play with were in the desert from pretty much the beginning, and it has not really leveled.
Yeah, we did a hard push for a little bit there, but there's only so hard you can push when there's nothing level appropriate under like 15 or 20.
Yeah, but also there's other people within that within our group of people that we play with that were pushing that way harder than we were, like hours and hours, days and days, and it still wasn't going anywhere. So it was crazy. But that's an alpha. It's unfortunate, but it's a part of it. And as Steven says, embrace the suck, I suppose. Yeah, Triple, absolutely. It's an unfortunate situation, but hopefully, like, all I can hope is that they gathered very helpful information from that, and that they're able to try and figure out what went wrong and how to fix it, possibly.
Honestly, I think most of it is really just going to be adding content out there that people can actually do, because if you think about it, everybody who left the starting zone down there in Riverlands, because that's where most of the people went, because it had, fully functional questing to a point and just a lot more stuff built out, ironed out, and, bugs worked out. And with that many people that were just going ham over in that area, it was just bound to increase those settlements.
Yeah, but also, I feel like just the amount of time that we spent, or other people spent as well, including like Dunehold up in the north, right? I think the amount of time that people spent just wasn't adequate enough for like those to level, and I don't think adding actual leveling content would have done it. From what I understand, it was like the node leaking XP or something, something happening under the hood, not necessarily just because of lack of content.
Yeah, I mean, I'm under the assumption that none of that was happening, just because I hadn't bumped into that myself. But I'm not saying it didn't. I'm just saying personally I didn't bump into it, so I'm assuming that didn't happen.
What?
Maybe it did. Like actual experience leaking out of the node, as you were saying.
Oh, I literally was in the Discord searching up the problems because I was actively with Mr. Noobtastic and a few others reporting this as an issue. So I know exactly what the problem is, and it is that, basically.
Oh, Intrepid said that it was actually like losing experience.
Like, basically what it came down to was when some of the other, it's the vassalship system. When they added in the new vassalship system, it was breaking the others from getting XP when they shouldn't have been, like, breaking, basically. So it's not like they were blocked out from getting XP, they just broke, essentially. So they stopped getting XP kind of altogether, or there was a mismatch between XP and UI and stuff like that. It was breaking a bunch of systems.
Interesting.
Yeah. Lamina, it was the anvils, but we're also talking about the desert.
Yeah, we spent a bunch of time out there trying to get one of them to level up. Even going so far as to, we ran, oh my goodness, it was like 24 or something of those crates. Or
so
more.
Many crates.
Well,
I mean, I only ran a couple, but you guys were going.
I think I ran 5 of them.
Yeah.
So and I think I ran about 4. So yeah, it had to be like 30 or 35 that we ran over the course of like a couple days. And we finished one of those buildings while it was still in, what the heck was it, Crossroads?
I think so.
And when we finished one of those buildings, I mean, that's 16 crates that it takes to fill those. And especially the hunting one, it takes forever.
Yeah. Honestly,
it's
what,
20,
Oracle? Sorry.
20 each building.
Yeah.
Like, because it's 4 per profession with 5 gathering professions.
Yep.
Yeah, so 20 of those, and 4 of those were
And 3
hunting for each building, and those are so much of a pain in the neck to get. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. To hell with those, Triple. Exactly.
Honestly, I don't know about you guys, but after watching the September live stream, I have a little bit of crate fatigue at this point. Everything's a crate at this point.
Everything's a crate. Yep. Fishes are crates.
Yeah.
I don't know. That doesn't sound too fun to me, just because everything is a crate, literally. Like, not to be negative or whatever, but like the idea of like fishing, I've never experienced it where I was fishing and then I had to stop what I was doing, get off the boat to go get the fish, and then bring it back to the boat. That's a little confusing for me, but I get that that's the sport fishing system that they want. I do have to say it does look cool, the different sizes of fish, so you can actually like visually see what size of a catch somebody got. That's kind of cool for at least bragging rights, but I mean, outside of that, I don't know, it's a little weird.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of it, but apparently that's exactly how it was done in our gauge. And people were going bananas about how much they loved that system because you could get ganked at any time and people could come and attack you and take your fish, and it was so thrilling to catch a big fish and then have to fight your way back to town with it. Yeah.
And Lamina, I mean, technically they have the choice. You either engage in it or you don't. Like, from what it sounded like, you have like the path of going sport fishing or normal fishing, which is the AFK fishing. And if you go the normal AFK fishing, then you don't have the crate system. If you go sport fishing, you have the crate system.
Yeah. Oh,
but
sounds
the only
interesting.
thing that sucks with that, and I hope that Intrepid, if you're hearing me, I hope you consider this. You have a good player base that probably wants to be a little bit more engaged with their fishing besides just always AFK fishing. So giving them something kind of like what with the sport fishing system you have, so that they can still actively fish for maybe a better quality fish would not be a bad idea. I mean, they're not going to go out into the deep sea and get like whatever super rare fish is out there. I get that. But making it so the only people that can activate or actively play the fishing has to do sport fishing, I don't think that's like, I don't think that should be the only way, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think they're doing it in the all roads lead to PvP tactic. Like everything needs to lead to PvP. So if you want to do the interesting stuff, the fun stuff, the exciting stuff, you have to PvP. So fishing is going to be boring unless you want to go and exactly. But yeah, if you want to experience the fun fishing, you got to go and PvP. If you want to experience like the fun engaging systems in the world, you have to PvP.
Yeah. Exactly, Triple. I want to see the harpoon reel it in, and if another ship harpoons it, now it's a struggle, and now you have to destroy the other's harpoon gun. Make me use my mouse left and right to tire the fish, then click to snag it up, kind of thing. I love that. Exactly, Lamina, and that's how Vertec and I feel. Like, risk versus reward can exist outside of just PvP, but Steven has made it very clear that this is his vision on it. And that this is what he wants, and I understand that this is what he wants, but it's just a little bit less desirable, I would say, for me.
I mean, I'll still be here to check it out and see how it pans out.
Absolutely.
And everything, but I'm still gonna make my gripes be known.
I want to see Steven PvP. Oh, you should have seen him in like Alpha 1 and other times. That was very funny.
Let's see.
Oh my god, you can literally taste the espresso.
I know, I love it.
It's crazy.
But to go back to Triple's thing. It's an espresso infused mead. Honey and coffee. But yeah, with the harpoon gun, I'd love to see a tug of war between boats.
Absolutely.
All right. Jesse Scott asks, are settlement upgrades based on the amount of experience for each settlement? Or is it
wait,
based
where
on
is that?
settlement population? It's from
Hey.
YouTube.
Hey, Tosh. Hey, Jesse. Sorry. I'm going to pop both of these open so I can see. My bad.
Yeah,
I forgot Restream wasn't doing it.
Yeah, Restream's kind of broken. So we got to figure out a better way. It may not look as pretty as it does right now and themed, but we're going to look up something else for chat, I think.
I'll try and work on that soon. We have our charity stream this weekend, so I've been very busy with that.
Yeah, I'll work on it. At least getting something in line, because there's something we can do through StreamerBot since it's already collecting all the chat anyway. But
I was just gonna stylize it.
Yeah, it won't look as pretty and stylized yet without your magic touch in the JavaScripties and the CSSs.
Yeah. All right, so Jesse, you were saying, sorry, I derailed you.
Oh yeah. Settlement experience, settlement upgrades. I'm assuming you mean when it upgrades, like from tier 1 to tier 2 to tier 3. As far as I know, and as far as we've been made aware, it's the same amount of experience for every settlement. The bigger the population, the faster it's going to level up because it has more people contributing to that same pool required.
Across the board, like all of the tier 1 or tier 0 settlements are the same XP to get to tier 1? Yes, that should be the case. But obviously, just like as we level, as the nodes level, they need more and more XP. And the rate, like Vertec was saying, the rate at which they level is based on the settlement population. If there's a lot of people actively crafting and gathering and fighting things and doing stuff, there's a lot more people actively giving the node XP versus like if there's only 50 of us, like maybe there's 200 in a main node, there's only 50 of us out in the desert, for example. We have like a quarter of the people giving XP, so it goes way slower. Just for reference.
Yeah.
We're going towards a place where everything's going to need to be put in a crate, basically. Indeed, all roads lead to PvP till they get hammered by community. Big no, that's the whole reason we have to deal with the static rarity. Yeah, I'm really glad that I saw recently that they changed that, Atash, as you mentioned. But
yeah, see, the thing with that is, and by the way, yes, Atash, everything needs to be put in a crate. Chibi can fit in a crate, by the way. But to move on,
hey,
static rarity. We could do without static rarity, and the pylons could still help if they just gave like a boost in percentage to finding the big thing, to the point where it would be just 100% guaranteed if you are skilled enough in your pylons, you know.
We did hear that they aren't trying for content parity between settlements anymore. What does that mean?
Each settlement is not going to have a like a micro dungeon or a raid or some kind of big POI.
I guess, yeah, that he kind of did speak about that a little bit with Burns's interview, where he was saying that not all nodes were going to be equal in terms of what they have access to. Yeah,
and that kind of stinks a little bit because it's not as player driven at that point. Which, I mean, that's fine. They did say it's a, theme box or a sand park, so they're going to guide it a little bit in a direction. It's not going to be fully player driven, so it's understandable. It just kind of stinks.
What Atash said is that's just going to be how it is. Whatever zone has the better POIs will get the better XP.
Yep.
And
precisely.
That's just a version of the reality that we have to deal with.
That's this timeline.
That's this timeline, yeah. I want sandbox, flat surface, and we build the world, not push to be a specific zone. Yeah, I also with them turning the Riverlands into only 1 to 30 zone, which in my opinion is a bad move. Well, maybe it'll convince people to leave the Riverlands after a period of time. I don't know. That's a good thing. I'm gonna have to think about that. I don't have an opinion on that ready.
Yeah, I'm gonna really have to see how the whole thing plays out to have a solid opinion on that, because I kind of like the idea of the starting zones. They push people out of the starting zones by just making it kind of capped out, because it's gonna, for one, starting a new character, like bringing a friend in or whatever, they're not going to be in an area that has 9,000 people in it, because it started with the server. It remained powerful because of that's where the first node started, right? It was the very first node. Everybody's there. They all defend it. It's crazy. They don't care if they pay a lot of money because it's all leveled up and it's got all the goodies. It's the most advanced, and it just stays there for the rest of time.
Yeah.
Like, let people get out of that area and let those kind of dwindle down, and or maybe they stay strong if enough new people are coming in and some old heads hang around there. But other than that, yeah, explore the world, make other homes.
Yeah. I wonder, because like I figure people would have to go back and siege some of those higher tier nodes or settlements, higher level settlements, to get them down, so that way they can expand elsewhere with a higher level settlement, perhaps.
Yep, they're going to try to make a settlement down in the middle of nowhere, and it's not going to be able to go up because all 5 are over at the starting zone. So let's go take out the level 30 zone and begin the new world.
I just don't want to see 20 servers at release and Winston as the main city every time. Yeah, I agree, Triple. Tosh says, I think since zones are going to be static level, we will always have one city in starting zones. We'll never see one for a very long time in another zones that is 20, 30 plus level. Yeah, that's going to be the hard thing, right? Because, hey, Pockets, how are you? That's going to be the hard thing. Because, like, yeah, you got the starting level, which is easily accessible, and everything's already built up. So, I mean, why would I travel outside of ease of accessibility if I build up a higher level settlement somewhere else where there's the 30 plus content? Then I don't have to run as far to get back to the Riverlands. But we'll see. I think also, I don't know about you, Vertec. I think it'll also, we'll see something similar to that probably for every starter zone.
Something like what?
With the like 1 to 30 being kind of built up, I think we'll see that in every starter zone. Like for the anvils and the Riverlands and wherever else they decide to put the portals. Yeah,
there's going to be a couple that are going to try and hold on for a while there, because it's the starter zone, it got built up first, and that's where a lot of people called home right off the bat, and then they're just going to get destroyed when more of the high levels go out to the high level areas.
Mr. Valentine, I'm kind of confused what you are asking about there. But welcome in. But yeah, that makes sense.
Also, trying to think, what the heck was his name? He was like Meat or something like that, Pockets. The guy is out, nerds! It was like Meat or Ogre or something like that.
Thinking like a meathead or something.
Yeah, it wasn't Booger. Booger was definitely one of the nerds. But,
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
The movies from Dad's age, even. They're old. They're old.
Okay.
They're hilarious in the way that all old movies are. It's fantastic.
Okay. Revenge of the Nerds.
Let's see. So, AT&T fiber providers having issues logging in right now. Wondering it came about and how you might fix it. Yeah.
Oh! I didn't know that. We haven't really touched Ashes. Huh. But that's good to know. I no idea how to fix that. I personally will not be fixing anything. But, you know, it's a good thing because, you know. Well, also I saw that Linux users got banned overnight at one point. Yeah.
Well, that's interesting.
That was a really weird situation. Then I saw like a little bit of a fallout from that where people were just leaving because they're like, I'm not paying this much money for me to get banned just because I'm on a Linux like computer. I was like, oof. I mean, I feel it, but oof.
That's wild you bring that up, because literally just earlier today, I was cruising through the list of indie games out there and bumped into one that wasn't exactly indie. It was actually made by Sony. But people were complaining about only two things. For one, it requires a Sony PlayStation account. And for two, apparently all Linux users were banned.
Jeez. I think SCM had a follow up on the Linux thing because not all Linux users got banned. I wonder what it was. I wonder if there's something that happened that like triggered an anti-cheat or something.
And I just realized you made my window smaller.
I made your window smaller.
Yeah, my camera.
Oh, I didn't do that. I think it's the disparity between the camera settings because I have my camera set to like 4K or something.
I just made myself bigger.
Yeah, I was watching you. You're just like slowly growing on the screen. Speaking of, I think Vertec and I are looking at maybe changing up some stuff with our different backgrounds and whatnot, but also Vertec has to rebuild all of our stuff from the ground up. Please give a huzzah to Vertec for all of the work that he's about to do over the next couple months.
With your huzzah, I will drink myself into
yeah, sounds about right.
Enjoyment of the process. Honeydew.
It's not even me, it's him wanting to do it himself. So it's a do.
yeah, they need rebuilt because we had originally built all these scenes for one, a 1920 by 1080 canvas. And then we changed everything and we were like, let's stream in 1440 because Twitch lets us now, yay. And we resized everything, and OBS is supposed to automatically resize it, but every once in a while you're going to notice our intro video and some other stuff. The asset looks a little bit wonky.
Yeah,
it looks like it's taking up a corner of the screen. It's because apparently OBS resizes it on the fly and it just forgets to once in a while. So I got to just rebuild it from the beginning.
And not use the canvas restructuring thing.
Yeah, because right now I can't seem to find a way to turn that off so I can see which assets are still not properly sized. They're just all looking like they're the proper size, so I just have to rebuild the whole thing. Yeah.
It's gonna be a long process, but it'll be worth it.
Yeah.
Atash says, I think the server issues were global, even Battlefield 6. I don't know if you're referring to the Amazon, like the AWS issues being a Linux thing, but I definitely remember the Linux thing popping up before the AWS issues that popped up yesterday, because those did affect my company and I guess parts of Vertec's company and many other people out in the world. So yeah. But Mr. Valentine, I think the economy has been very broken since it unfortunately started in phase 3 here. So, yeah.
Yeah, 200 to 300 gold per bow. It's kind of crazy.
Yep. There's, like the gear issues and just a bunch of stuff, unfortunately, that have befallen the phase 3.
Yeah, and I'll be honest, I haven't put a lot of thought into pushing the cooking thing. I really want to though, just to at least experience the hell that everyone says it is. Just while it's there, I want to say that I lived through it, you know. But yeah, I've heard it's been kind of a mess with the crafting and the processing, so I haven't been thrilled about trying to jump into it.
Yeah.
But
what about you, Oracle? You've been pretty quiet for a while here.
I'm deciding to actually tackle the artisan side of this stuff to see how quickly I level through it and how much gold it's going to take me to do so.
Okay.
I mean, it'll be a challenge if nothing else, right?
Like, I already know PvP is going to be a challenge for me anyway, so I'm going into this game for her accepting that challenge. Why wouldn't I accept the challenge with the side of the game that I actually want to do?
Yeah. I actually appreciate the change to the recipes and realize it's a direct response to what the players asked for. And that because the large number of T1 mods required, it gives art and into the economy for lower level players and latecomers. I am not really entirely sure what changes you're referring to, but I definitely did not ask for whatever the beginning of phase 3 had.
Oh my gosh, nerfed cooking on PTR to the ground with alchemy. Well, that's okay, Atosh. That means that it won't make a difference because nobody who leads any of these nodes wants to build anything to make alchemy or cooking successful early on anyway.
Yeah.
So,
Vertec and I usually get left in the dust in terms of
we're
what
both
gets
a little
built.
bitter about that. Mayors don't care about alchemy, they don't care about cooking. So
It's not viable early for whatever reason.
Yeah. But yeah, also like the thing with the food though. Good.
Triple, the closest I'm getting to RMT in this game is if I'm trying to find the person trying to buy the gold to do so. Like flushing them out and sending them to Intrepid.
But man, Mr. Valentine, I hope they don't nuke the quality buffs from the food, because it's already tough to even get the
hey, newbie.
Resources and the actual buildings built up to be able to do cooking, let alone actually get quality food out of the end of it.
Yeah. If they do that, that's gonna be a big bummer for the crafting. Like, that's a huge part of crafting for me, at least with consumables, is like the really cool things that come out of it that you could make. Atash says whoever is doing the numbers knows no middle ground. Either food can give 1.5k quality rating on rare or in PTR, which is like 39.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and pockets, yeah, I heard, yeah, there's other CCs, and honestly, even myself, like, new players having value to add to the econ. And hey, everyone, cheers to you. Thank you. But,
9 months. Wow. There's a food baby growing over there.
Heckin' yeah.
Or a beer baby?
Beer. Beer baby? What?
9 month sub.
Oh.
May not be a food baby, it might be a beer baby.
I see what you did there now.
I was making it funny, I'm sorry.
Oi. But,
oh, I got it right away.
But yeah, the thing with like low level mats being able to be used later or being relevant later, like my thing was like make their way to incorporate them, but don't necessarily require 500,000 of them to make a level 50 item, you know? Like incorporate them for sure, but like there's better ways to do it. I'm sure there has to be better ways to make it happen. If nothing else, make them, you know, other ingredients to do other stuff, or just start with a base piece of armor and you build up from there.
Thank you, Sourcap. So the Linux issue wasn't quite just a Linux issue. The recent round of account actions was related to systems running the alpha without a supported version of an easy anti-cheat active. The issue wasn't tied to any specific operating system.
That makes sense.
You need almost 2,000 quality rating to make a decreased cost food for good quality items, such as using epic quality goods plus just commons to make a heroic item. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. And you know what? I'm sure they're trying to figure it out. I'm sure they're trying to like bring it down to a baseline. But please, Intrepid, if you hear anything from us, please, 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 do not get rid of quality foods. Please don't do it. I mean, there are things like for journeyman alchemy where I made potions for tailoring and stuff like that, but it's just That's part of the joy of doing it. I don't feel like alchemy really does much except for like be a ink mill for scribes.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully there's more impactful recipes and more utility packed into them so that they'll become an actual, well, maybe we should do this instead of an armor smith or whatever.
Yeah.
And actually cause mayors to, I don't know, work together with other mayors to make things happen.
Yeah.
Instead of, I think currently there's like, 4 mayors that are like, yeah, it's whatever, I'm doing this. But there's already 3 of those. I don't care, I want one here.
Yeah. Shankleton's, welcome in, says, it's tough. If demand is only by PvPers, I feel like it's going to be hyper min-max. So my space as more of an RP crafter, welcome in, by the way, we love our RPers, might just not happen if that's the driver. Hoping the story arcs, you guys are chatting so much. Harbinger introduce a stronger PvE force to change the world. Yeah, my fear with the Harbinger stuff is that, like, look, if you guys already don't like PvP, don't mess with the Harbinger system. Like, just don't do it. Because you have to go through and fight in the corruption to get rid of the corruption. Type of thing. So, if you don't like the corrupted areas, the Harbinger event might not be for you. And if you don't fight it off fast enough, it'll linger longer.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. That system. I just thought it was weird that like everything beneficial you can do for your node generates corruption.
Yeah. By the main thing that I'm saying is like, don't go alone. Make sure you go with a group.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. Exactly.
Like for Oracle, Oracle doesn't really like the PvPs, but if all of us as Nexus went in together, we would probably have more of a chance.
Yeah.
So
it's not so much that I don't like the PvP, it's more that it's my weaker point in all the aspects of Ashes.
Yeah, absolutely. I use a lot of mana and health pots in fights. They are very good, but the 2-minute cooldown on them is a lot in siege or big fights. Those health and mana potions are very good and handy. Yeah, that's why for those, I try to make as many high quality or high rarity of those as possible for the sieges, because I get that you got a 2-minute cooldown, so I'm going to try and pack as much punch in that 2-minute cooldown for you as I can. But Dathna, hello, welcome in. Or Dathina, maybe, says if you don't fight it off, it's going to spread and be worse. Yeah, exactly. I think you have, welcome in, by the way. I think you have to come to an agreement once dead weapons, armor, Nuela, farming and animal husbandry, KT, jewelry, Jova, carpentry, etc. Yeah, I think so. And then, looking for more defenders for Harbinger event. I can see the spam in global chat already. Exactly. Hello, Alter Ego. Welcome in. Shingleton says, yeah, for sure. I've accepted that I'll have to coexist with PvP. I like that to a degree, but hopefully it doesn't dominate me. In a perfect world, big PvP guilds will bond with roleplay crafting guilds groups to inhabit the kingdoms they fight for. Yeah, that'd be ideal. I do feel like a lot of the role players currently feel like Ashes doesn't have what they're looking for, so they've kind of taken a back seat with Ashes and are enjoying their role play in other ways while they're waiting for more lore and things to enjoy.
Pockets, trust if I could actually hire a specific person, you are on the top of my list. I need my battle cleric.
Get it.
Yeah, I think the biggest takeaway that I got from the September live stream is that they are quite a far ways from where they are like super prepared to be in our opinions. Meaning like they're very, very ground, trying to firm up the ground still. before even building anything completely. And that's gonna take a while, and I don't know how long that while is gonna take, but I hope that perhaps if this econ, because it sounded like they kept mentioning needing this econ person this last stream, so if they get this econ person, I'm hoping that that will speed up things for people.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's a sorely needed thing, because again, in my opinion, getting a handful of the more important bugs and the economy fixed is basically the only thing holding it back from getting like a proper quote unquote final reset, right? Like outside of potentially catastrophic things happening, just get the econ stuff fixed, get some of the major like super annoying or game breaking bugs out of there, or super abusable bugs out of there, and then just do one quote unquote final reset.
Yeah. Did they say they hired an econ person? No. I think they're saying they are still looking for one. I know Maggie mentioned it, and then later one of the devs brought it up again. So to me, that's like, please, we need one. It's kind of what I heard.
Yeah. And Fantastic. That's I'm almost thinking a big part of that marketing kickoff is going to end up being the content creator program. Actually,
they did say that it might be coming in November.
Yeah. I mean, they said it might be November on that the last live stream, and that's when they said they're going to be trying to kick off the marketing stuff as well. So I'm almost thinking that that's what that marketing push is to get the CC program kicked out there, and then they're going to be marketing because trying to, push attention to the CCs and thus get more eyes on CCs at the same time as getting CCs some form of motivation to push harder at the same time. And that's where my mind is. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, what is there to market? There's the new event thing. I mean, the guy that they had designing that whole encounter like seems pretty legit to me. And I mean, the encounter itself in its basic idea is very cool. Don't get me wrong. I just am not very good when it comes to like corruption and stuff like that, but I love the idea that you have to fight the corruption to remove it so that it'll go away. I like that rather than, making it stay. Like, I don't know. Okay, here's something I'm kind of concerned of. Like, what if people don't try hard at removing the corruption because they want more corruption zones, aka lawless zones?
Yeah.
So what if they choose to not then fight it because they want it to stay?
Yeah, maybe they might want to wait and see it grow big and just have more content area. And yeah, the rewards from the corruption, there's certain plants and whatnot that don't grow or aren't present until an area is corrupted, right?
Yeah. And I mean, technically this is a way of changing the environment, but the biggest way that we are changing the environment at this point is by leveling up the nodes and unlocking the pocket dungeons inside of them. But Atash says, I think Harbinger's event's going to be the biggest grief on the server because some big guilds will stop other guilds from clearing it. That's exactly what I was thinking. And from the node and that they live in, because of that, normal citizens will suffer. Maybe corruption will destroy a node or stop some POIs or bosses. Maybe.
Cheers,
and
Mr. Valentine.
Cheers. You also have either a food or a mead baby.
Mead baby.
Thank you for the 9 months.
But I mean, honestly, looking at like what do they have to market? Think about how many people were nuts about just the talk of things kind of happening, maybe potentially in a game way back when Kickstarter launched.
Yeah.
Like people wanted to hear about that and people wanted to dive into it. And right now we are a portion of the way to that goal, right? Like we're not quite right before beta. We're not like right there, like on the precipice, but it's building up there. Things are happening, things are moving, and there is more of a game in place in an alpha state. So there's more to market now than there was during Kickstarter.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
honestly, the new people coming on board aren't going to be, jaded by how long it's taken so far.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I mean, that's the other thing. I still see, like, while we were gone for the 2 weeks, I think I still saw 2 or 3 posts. Hey, I'm thinking about getting into the alphas. Is it worth it? Hey, I'm thinking about joining the alpha. Is it worth the $100? Like, people are still looking into this. It just because we've experienced it this long doesn't mean that it's not worth it for a new person. I think any new people that give this a try and enjoy it is worth it. I mean, Intrepid has gone this long without actually pushing any actual marketing. Like, it's been word of mouth and live streams. They have not put 1 cent into actual marketing as far as I've noticed.
Yeah. I mean, even when they made that one trailer back in the day, they just put it up on YouTube, and that was the end of it, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Like,
and the Kickstarter.
One thing I find very interesting, a bunch of us, for however long we've been here, are saying there's not that much to do. And I see 2 new people in the community, actually 3, they're pretty much going in blind and saying, like, finding everything, trying to figure everything out, and they're overwhelmed by the amount of stuff that's in it already.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, yeah, it's more game than there are than there has been presented in a bunch of other like full tilt live releases. I mean, just look at what was that one garbage pile we played? Elion? Yeah, that was it.
Wow.
No, like
Shots fired.
It was crazy. People talk about the terrible AI voices in Ashes, but man, I think they hired actual voice actors for Elion, and it was wild. It was like, hey, you adventurer. Ah, yes. Welcome to the castle. Oh man, it was so bad. It was so bad. And yeah, the content there was kind of meh. So, yeah. I mean, if something like that can launch and be at least a splash in the pond successful, a game's still in alpha that has more substance to it and more I feel more quality to it, is surely something that can have some kind of marketing behind it. Not saying, by the way, that I think it's a great time for them to dump a lot of money into marketing. I'm just saying that there's more there than there is of games that are going out into release and being marketed full tilt.
And I mean, that says a lot because, we've had a year at this point to go through all of the content that they've given us. Like, think of it like the player that's played World of Warcraft since vanilla and the player that's getting into World of Warcraft for the first time. The player that's been playing since vanilla is like, all right, I have nothing else to do. And the player that's never played World of Warcraft at all is like, oh my God, there's so much to do. Like, there's just 2 different perspectives, when you go through the content as quickly as MMORPG players go through content. I'm going to be honest, we go through content, y'all. We go through content. How many of your friends, 2 weeks after a new DLC has dropped, have they been like, all right, I did everything? Like, see, 2 weeks.
Honestly, hey, Rory.
Hi,
yes,
Rory.
Indeed. I do look a little bit wiser in my young age, don't I?
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, honestly, like I think Ashes could possibly learn something from some other games out there when it comes to time for them to start building out their instanced PvE, and let's just start making some stuff that's like procedurally built. Like the instance PvE being procedurally built could be a huge thing. Like whenever they actually do that. It would add some replayability, it would add some uniqueness, it would add something for someone to do, to go through and be like, hey, let's do a challenge run. Let's jump through like 3 of these things and let's just see the quickest way we can do it. The quickest we can come out the other side, or, you know, the most whatever they do for rewards. I don't even know what they're going to be doing to make it rewarding. If it's going to be like cosmetics or like cosmetic embers you can earn in there or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Esteban says 3 months and you can refund if you don't like it, if that would be a thing after November. And yeah, I mean, that's a good reason maybe for not for trying it. Like it's almost risk-free. You get 100% guaranteed almost refund within the first 3 months, 90 days if you don't like it. Esteban says only MMO players will pull 18-hour sessions for a week and then complain about the lack of content.
Yep. Or the full tilt folks that go through and they'll put 18 hours in, you know, over the course of 3 days, like 1 raid day, a second raid cleanup day, and another let's prep for the next raid day.
Yep.
For 6 months at a time until new content arrives, and then they just start anew. Take 1 week off.
And the cycle begins again.
Yeah, take 1 week off before the next content patch is dropped.
And honestly, I would challenge people like, okay, you put this much hours. How much of that was you looking up a guide to figure it out? Or did you actually dig and read everything and learn it on your own?
Yeah, but I think that, you know, that begs to say also the different types of player bases that we have within the MMO community. One would say I'm using an efficient part of my timing looking it up and not like hitting my head against the wall. Like if Vertec already learned how to do blacksmithing, why should I have to hit my head against the wall when I have a great resource to go and utilize so I could catch up to where he's at and then figure it out from there. And I think that, I mean, each types of player is still valid. I think that, you know, I'm the type that I like trying to figure it out myself. That's part of the fun for me, is hitting my head against the wall and trying to figure it out. But for another person, that's boring as F.
Well, like a lot of the people I'm speaking about mostly are the ones taking weeks off from PTO and to grind as much as possible.
Yeah.
And then they complain that there's nothing to do. Well, you took the most efficient way to get to it, get to the point you're at, and you're complaining about it.
Yeah. Honestly, there's not a ton of guides right now either. I mean, but there is whatever that one resource is that I stopped using. The Codex or whatever.
Codex? Yeah. I mean, there's not a lot of guides out right now, honestly, because there's a lot of people that, well, let me say this. There were some people that started to put out guides, but they would use clickbaity titles like all you need to know about something, this class, or all you need to know about crafting, all you need to know about whatever. And nobody liked to really consume that because it was weird. It was just a weird thing. Like the game is in alpha. At the time, it wasn't even in like Alpha 2, or it had barely gotten into Alpha 2, and it's like this literally they're just now testing it, man. Why are you even making an all you need to know guide?
And honestly, you guys have asked me to make a guide on crafting, and I start to do a guide on crafting and then something changes, and then I go, okay, I'm gonna wait and like figure out how that change feels and like what exactly changed, and then I'll start on it again and something else will change. And look, man, I know some of y'all told me, Bree, just get it out, we just want it, and I hear you, but like that hurts me like inside.
The guy to crafting is don't do it yet, says Triple.
Yeah. Like that hurts me inside because
it's gonna be a YouTube short. I can see it now. It's gonna be 45 seconds of build up and then one line. Don't worry about it.
Don't.
Just wait.
Don't. Just wait.
Just wait.
New challenge for TV. Got to make the guides faster than Intrepid can make the changes. Yeah. Oh my god.
Literally what I was about to mention. Like You already made a video, and the day you posted, the changes were made.
Yes.
You know what? Even better yet, just make a whole entire playlist on crafting and just be like crafting in version 0.5.2, and then a week later crafting in version 0.5.3, crafting in version 0.5.4. They're just like 3 weeks separated from each other. Just
not even like more like a 2 week separation at most, and it took me most of 1 week just to get that out. Oh my gosh. If I do that, that's only going in the Discord. I'm not putting it up on YouTube. YouTube, I'm not subjecting you to that. Don't worry. That'll go into the patrons only area, and you guys can enjoy me going crazy.
But then when the game launches, you can put together 783 different little mini videos into one long video, post the whole thing up to YouTube, and they can see the entire history of crafting and the guide from version whatever we're on right now until, launch.
Quarterly econ guides. Welcome back to the quarterly Tavern Tribune. This quarter, here's what's changed in crafting.
The title should be everything you need to know about crafting right now.
Please in parentheses, please check the date of the post to know if this is outdated for you.
So far.
Oh my gosh. No, but the evolution of chibi crafting guides would be fun. Okay, well, if I have time, I will try that, and I will make it loose and fast, and it'd be good practice for me talking in front of the camera.
It would be like a time-lapse video that's not really a time-lapse video. It's a time-lapse of multiple videos where it just shows Chibi just slowly going through different evolutions of how she does the videos and how she dresses up for them and how she reads off the info. And
by the time we make it to like beta, I'll be a pro. Because that'll be like 3 years of micro videos.
I kind of want to see it now. Just saying.
Oh my gosh.
Same here.
All right. If I do this, I'm not putting it into like the effort that I would do it if I were going to post it on YouTube, but I'll do it like this is my first or second take of practicing it before I do the final. How's that?
There you go.
Okay.
Like, starting the new series. It's called Crafting Today.
I like it. There we go. Brand new Discord channel, Crafting Today.
Crafting in Ashes Today. Here you are. It's already framed. It's already got the framework to it. It's already got the idea. Everyone knows this is just crafting today. All right, deal with it. It's gonna change tomorrow.
Here today, gone tomorrow. This is Crafting Today.
Yeah, for today, this is all I got for you. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Between the overlays on the RMTers, good luck. End of episode. Yes. Exactly. Today, we found out that there was a big giant bug, so we'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye. End of video. Oh my gosh. All right. Sorry. I'm not being serious at all. I'm being giggly. I missed you guys, but I'm glad we're back.
It's been too long. It's been too long.
3
weeks is a long time to disappear for.
It's practically a month. It's like forever. It's longer than we were gone for PAX West.
And I'll be honest, folks, if we didn't have to travel for at least 2 and almost a half of those weeks, then we probably would have still been streaming.
Yep.
But as I'm sure you saw a couple times when Chibi ran the podcast and I was remote, it's not the greatest video quality. It's not the greatest audio quality. It's not, it's not the controlled environment we have here. So also it's hotel internet. So there's that too. So streaming on the road is just not quite going to be the same.
Ooh, can I show them the contraption you got though?
The contraption? Which contraption?
Yeah. The woo contraption.
The woo?
Ooh.
I don't know which contraption. I did not get a ghost. Uh-oh. Curious to see what the ooh contraption is.
No, but I did. I got mini ghosts. Not these.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, the other thing. Where's the other thing?
It's been scaring the bejeebus out of the chibi.
This thing pops open really quick.
Yeah.
And it's loud and it terrifies me.
Go ahead and show him. Just make sure the leg doesn't smack the mic or your face. And you know what's funny? It wasn't even that loud in the mic. Like it dulled out that loud clack. Yeah, that thing is startling. That thing is like a Batman utility belt item.
I don't like it.
Cora
like running away.
I didn't hear anything.
Yeah, it's like I guess about a 5-foot tall tripod that starts off with just the tiny little thing that it was like that. You got to pull the thing out really far, but as soon as you bump the bottom on the ground, the legs kick out automatically. It's crazy.
Well, also, I thought that was a grappling hook. Well, no, I was looking for the gimbal.
Oh, that I have up here.
Oh, you show them then. Yo, Gutscore, welcome in.
Didn't even get it. Well, I mean, we could show it to them. I haven't got it turned on or connected to a phone yet.
No, I didn't want that. Just show them that we have it. That's all. It's a new thing, so like I might be able to try playing with it for making videos while we're out and about. Because I'm gonna see if we can go to PAX Unplugged and maybe do some more interview thingies. But this is really fun. I like it.
Yeah, we got the little Insta360. Was that Flow 2? So it's got this nifty little thing. Check this out. It's like it straps onto a little backpack strappy thing. And you got your little gimbal thing just hanging out right there. I like it.
Yeah, I like it too.
It's super handy. But we still have yet to actually play with it.
Yeah, but he got a couple of other cool things. I think you still have to reach out to them about like the AI tracking or something.
Yeah, I got another one ordered. Or
Okay.
I got one ordered.
But yeah, basically this will allow us to put our phones on there and then it can like smart track us. So I could even set it down on the tripod that just randomly like popped out that I showed you, and have it like sit on that and hold my phone. And then I could do maybe like me making drinks in the kitchen and it'll follow me around the kitchen, or like food, because I'm picking out some recipes for our charity stream this weekend.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah,
I could have it.
I haven't showed you this, Chibi. This has actual like little tripod legs built into it as well.
Oh, that's cool.
So we don't necessarily even need that big thing to just put it on a table.
Yeah, but if we wanted it like behind me or something where there is no table.
Yeah. Or the thing's really nifty because you can turn it on and hit a button and it'll do a 360 panoramic picture.
Yeah.
It just turns the camera and takes a picture.
But I figured that'd be really cool because if we ever get to meet up with you guys at a convention, or when we go to conventions in the future, or, you know, perhaps if we ever make it to the PI hangout thing that they've got eventually.
Ashes Con.
Maybe the Ashes Con. We can, you know, take videos and chat with you guys in person. Like we can come and interview you guys in person at Ashes Con. How cool would that be? And then you guys would make it onto our videos.
Just saying, next year was a GCX in Orlando. Yeah. You should do it, folks. Did you know that you get a ticket to go to an after party at Orlando when you go to GCX? Or at least they did this year and I think the year before.
Hey,
hopefully
Warriors.
They do it again next year. Hey, speaking of Orlando stuff. Speaking of going to GCX and doing Universal right after, here's this guy.
Yeah. Hi.
So yeah, I think next year we're gonna do that.
Yeah, it's been the past 3 years, I believe. Nice.
My goodness, you two have perfect timing because we literally just started talking about that moments before you popped in.
It's like they're magicians or something. But love the beard, by the way. Miss you, friends. We miss you too. You've been lurking. Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, so Vertec is like 1.5 months out of 3.
A little bit of like a month and a week. I figure I'll run this thing till Christmas. We promised 3 months. People said, hey, if we donate X amount of dollars, will you just grow your beard out? It's got to be at least 3 months for you to, get a decent trial run of one. So we're doing it.
And it was like, all right.
We're doing it.
Also, he agreed that if somebody donates a total of 1K, like at once, not like throughout the whole day, but all at once on like Saturday or Sunday for a 24-hour charity stream, he will shave his head bald.
I will do it on stream right then and there.
And
I will get the shaving cream.
For half that, because that's a lot of money. $500 is still a lot of money, but for half that, we'll take like the front portions of my hair here and bleach them and then dye it pink. And the rest of this I will re-dye black. I've been waiting for this stream to see, because I don't want to like dye my hair black just to me have to like bleach it and dye it pink. Like, I don't know, it'd be weird. I don't know why we came up with pink, but we came up with pink. But maybe next time we can do it red.
I think because it's your favorite color. We're gonna go for like a cotton candy, like pastel-y pink.
The pastel pink, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll just keep, reapplying that dye every time it starts to fade. But I have pastel pink bangs with black hair everywhere else.
Sorry, we'll just dye it black again when you're done.
Yeah.
When you're like, this is too much, I can't do pink again.
Back to goth. Full goth.
Back to black.
Back to black. But yeah, no, your hair is gorgeous red. But yeah, we're so excited. So speaking of this weekend, I guess because there's not really a whole lot new to talk about. There's the sport fishing, which we covered. There's obviously the whole Harbinger event thing, but there's only so much we can talk about that. But there's other stuff that we've been working on while we were gone, which includes the charity stream this weekend. So this Saturday, starting around noon, because we like to start at noon for some reason. I haven't figured out why, but it feels good, I guess, for us. So we will start at noon and we'll go until noon on Sunday, at least. Now, if we hit the goal, cool. That is what we want. That means we can go make a go-kart for the kiddos that are stuck in a hospital that can play video games with other kiddos stuck in the hospital.
I mean, we could totally shift it up to like 2 o'clock if you prefer that. I don't really mind what time we start, just so much as it's
I just figured getting it started earlier in the day will feel like less death later when we both take a 3-hour nap. But also, if we reach some stretch goals, because we will be playing, should I tell them some of the stuff that we're giving away? Like hint at it?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. We will be playing Ashes of Creation this weekend. We did talk to Intrepid, and we were given the A-OK to give away an Alpha 2 key. So, like, that's not happening in this video or in the description of this video. That's happening during the charity stream. So pretty excited for that. So we'll be playing a little bit of Ashes for that. We also got a variety of other things. Hello, Paxius, welcome in. We also got a variety of other things like Fablecraft, Tales of Fablecraft, which is what I typically play on Sunday, and Oracle is in our group, my group actually specifically. And so that's been our kind of 2 Sundays per month thing that we're doing, and the 2nd of November is our final session of this campaign. We just had session 4 this last Sunday, so that was really, really fun. So we'll have those to give away. I have, oh man, hold on, let me just pull this up, because I told this subs everything. Um,
Spilled all the tea to them already.
Spilled all the tea. It's like, if you are supporting us, I'm gonna spoil you with information. So just saying. Okay, so we have 2, 4, 6 Steam keys to give away for Fablecraft. We have 1 Alpha 2 key for Ashes of Creation. We have a Steam key for Voyages of Nira. We have another Steam key for Potions of Curious Tale. And we have 2 PDF copies of a cute little Tea Time Adventures. This is D&D adjacent. This is what it looks like. This is what I bought. So we're giving away 2 of these. These are not combat oriented, but more like for the role players out there who like more role play than combat. That's pretty much what Tea Time is really good for. Plus there's typically some recipes, which is what I'm going to be making for us this weekend. Some of the recipes out of that book. And we might have a few other things. I did ask it. Yep, Pockets, because you asked us to ask it, we asked it during the Steven interview. Crazy people. That's who doesn't like AOC streams. Yeah.
Yeah, one way or another, there's going to be something.
Yeah. No worries.
Yeah, that's basically the answer we got, is one way or another, there's going to be something. Didn't say what or when exactly, but did say there's going to be something.
Why you snitching? But yeah, and I mean, there's still a couple other people that I haven't heard back from. I reached out to Tales of the Shire. I reached out to Ale and Tail Tavern. But we have things to give away to you guys this time around. And that's really awesome because we haven't had anything to give away to you guys for the donations and stuff. So because of the way that Twitch works, these donations will not technically be something that are locked behind any sort of paywall. So you don't have to donate to get a chance at winning a key. However, should I tell them the trick or treat one?
Yeah.
We do have a sneaky little for the chat PvPers out there. We do have a trick and treasure reward, which is $100. And what that means is you automatically get whatever it is we are giving away during that 2-hour period, and you lock everybody else out for the next 2 hours. Because we're going to do it every 2 hours. We're going to do a giveaway, basically. So if you donate the 100, it will redeem the trick and treasure. And the trick is no one else can try for the thing. You're just like, that's mine, thanks. Open world chat PvP is real endgame. But we were trying to think of a fun little incentive for you guys, because I wanted to try and reward the people that were donating, but with the Twitch TOS and everything, that's technically gambling in their eyes, even with that. But yeah, aside from the $1,000 to shave Vertex head or the $500 to dye my hair, the front of my hair, like cotton candy pastel pink, there are a lot of other incentives like the trick and treasure. And if you like TTRPGs, we've got 5 slots, $50 each for a donation. There's a limit of 5. And Vertec is going to be running the Battle of the Bards as like a little demo one-shot for us.
I gotta get that I gotta get that created up. Hey, cheers to you, friend.
Yeah. So there's a lot that we've been working on. While we haven't technically been here, it's been giving us the freedom to think through things and plan out things.
Yeah, I guess we gotta find people to do the one shot.
The people that will be doing the one shot are the people that are donating the $50. So if you want to be a part of the epic battle of all of the bards, like literally the battle of the bards, make sure you stop by
some bards.
Huh?
I'm gonna find some bards.
You're gonna find some bards?
No, I'm gonna find some bards, so it could be literal bards.
Nice.
Hoo-ha.
Nice. But you can see all of our schedule and everything for the event over here on the Tiltify channel. So feel free to check that out. It'll be there for you.
It's gonna be fun.
We're really excited. We have a lot of plans, a lot of games that we're gonna be trying to play. Some crazy fun ones that we are still finding. But yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be some open times on there for us to extend out for something that maybe hanging on really well.
Yeah, absolutely. I tried to keep it open this time around. So if you guys have been here for previous years, if you haven't been here for previous years, this was supposed to happen last year. What?
Just the thing about the schedule and keeping to it.
Yeah.
Like a certain D&D one shot.
Yeah, there's that too. Previous years, I tried to schedule everything out so we'd always have something to do. But the last time we did that, I realized that by planning everything, I didn't leave any room for flexibility in case something took longer or in case we had a lot of things to catch up on in terms of redeems. So instead, this time around, I left it a lot more open. We've got a 1 hour startup time where we are like welcome you guys into the event and everything. And we'll have a 1 hour ending time where we figure out where we are on the list of everything. And if we can raise the total of $3,500 to go and make a go-kart, we'll also record ourselves going to build the go-kart at the hospital and playing with some kiddos at the hospital, provided we have consent from like the parents and everything. With the kiddos part.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going to be a great time. Very excited.
I hope we get that one.
Me too. But fingers crossed. But yeah, there's a bunch of other stuff after the charity stream, but we'll bench that for now. I can only throw so much at you.
Lots of fun stuff coming up.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Oh, one thing we did do recently, if you are wondering what the heck about this like Voyages of Nira thing, because we're going to actually play that on the stream too. We, thanks to Mr. Noobtastic and Vonda, we have a TGF server running.
Got a little private server. It'll fit up to 10 people at any given time, running 24/7.
Yeah.
It does need restarting daily though, because it is an early access game and they get some wrinkles to iron out.
Yeah, it's just like Ashes.
Yeah, it gets a little choppy now and then. Now the fun thing is on their own server, when you just log in through the game itself and you say start a game and you just use one of their servers, it's fine. Personally, I just think it's the partner that they chose to work with. I think they down powered their processor maybe below what it should be.
But yeah, if you're looking for something to do while waiting for the next big thing, come and join our Discord. Come and be a part of the community. It's a lot of fun.
I've been having a blast with it. I'm glad we picked it up.
Me too. A couple of us accidentally have stayed up way too late playing that game.
Far too late. Time has warped by many hours. A literal handful of hours at a time.
Including last night when I looked down, it was suddenly like 12:30. I was like, oh, I have to go to bed now.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Yeah, we just have so much fun with you. And I really enjoy this. And I mean, if you're looking for a reason to step away from Ashes because maybe you're getting burnt out, I mean, there's no shame in it whatsoever. Vertec and I are doing it. We're not testing at the level that we were almost a year ago. And it's one of those things that if you don't take those healthy mental breaks to go play another game, to go experience something else for a little bit, then I feel like it's so easy to get stuck in like a negativity rut or just I don't know what to do with myself or like this really feels bad rut. And that's just not fun for anybody. Like I know when I've gotten to those points and I was being a little extra like pessimistic about it. But yeah.
Some of us get our mental breaks in game, but I'm not a normal person, says Pockets.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Well, I would not be speaking to that part of the groups. I'm just saying,
we don't speak to the crazy people, sir.
If Vertec and I are taking a break, it's okay for you to take a break too. That's all I'm saying.
Oi. But I don't know. I think might be just about a decent time to wrap up for the night, unless you had some other specific ideas in mind of things to chat about, because I know we were gone for quite a while and there's a bunch of stuff to catch up on as far as just what people were saying and how many people were saying things, but I don't think a lot I don't think we actually missed a lot of like super impactful things.
We didn't really
the summoner playtest. Just those. Yeah, we didn't really miss a whole lot, to be honest. I mean, yeah, there's the summoner playtest. I mean, cool. They brought those up a little earlier. Those weren't supposed to come out until the beginning of October, and they brought those out until like later September. So that was really neat. But outside of that, it's just like bug fixing and things like that. I kind of looked through some of the patch notes. Like, as somebody said earlier, I think Pockets was talking about like they fixed the guards' behavior again. So like just working on stuff and continuing to improve on it. I want the other node mayorship election types to work. Would love to have a chance to become mayor. Yeah, that'd be nice too. But yeah, I mean, I kind of kept up with it while we were gone, at least like looking through some of it, because I was stuck on the train for like 3 hours at a time. Yeah.
But I just didn't really see a whole lot outside of like the economy issues, and there's like this other thing with like either like an armor or like something that was found and then they didn't like delete it or like reset it or whatever. They just like, I mean, removed it from the game, but they didn't push back the like progression that people made.
Yeah, there was a super armor that was out that I guess was Grandmaster, which is kind of weird.
Yeah.
They said it was a GM armor pattern or armor recipe that was a level 29, and that just feels weird that GM would start at level 29.
Yeah.
But, either way, it still required the proper amount of resources to make it, but it was craftable on the journeyman bench.
Yeah, I saw that. And Mr. Valentine says apparently they're still having duping issues. And I say still having because I've not stopped hearing about duping issues off and on through phase 3. So
since day one.
Pretty much since day one, yeah. And I mean, outside of that, like there's the typical conversations I'm seeing from like new people, you know, like which class should I play? Is it worth the money? You know, etc. But I mean, there's also like the darker side of the community that I've seen going on, but we don't really talk about like that kind of stuff on this podcast. So
yeah, no need to.
Nah.
It gets enough exposure, I think.
Yeah, it's absolutely all over the place right now. And I mean, I think that it's tough. I like that they are expanding on it, but honestly, I think Mr. Noobtastic and I were in an agreement when we were saying that we really liked how the Voyages of Nira crafting felt, where when you first enter the area, it's pretty simplified. You have stick, you have leaf, and you smash together, and now you have outfit. You know, and then when you get to the newer area, it's like, okay, now I have this and I have to do this other thing to it, like a process to it, so that I can then process it again into this other thing, and then I can craft it into this other thing. And that felt better. Like I liked the simplicity of the first part of the Voyages of Nira crafting compared to the later parts, but I mean, even when you go from like the first armor to the second armor, there's still a little bit more there to do to it from the first one, and it feels natural. It doesn't feel like pushed. or like
Because
forced.
it's like you have something you gathered and you craft it into an item. The next tier is you have something you gather and then you process it to something and then you craft it into an item.
But the problem, I guess,
like you take the thing that you find, you process it, and then you combine it with something else, and you craft all that stuff into an item.
Yeah. And Lamina says there's some logic missing. Current Ash's bear leather is quite the recipe. Yeah, I heard before we left. But yeah, I mean, that's something we said. Like, obviously, you can't just take whatever is in Voyages of Nira, for example, and slap it in Ashes, because you've got all of these processing classes that need to level somehow. And if they're not being used in the first level, then what are they being used for?
Mm.
But I think that's where I'd like to see maybe the first level for the processors being like preparation for like the upper end or second level of the crafters. For example, with you, the cooking and getting the fat off the fish.
Yeah, that was a big thing that I was always confused about. Is it's the same animal, and if you give it to a tanner, they take the skin off it and they get a bunch of fat. If you give it to a cook, you don't get the fat.
Yeah.
But I know you should at least get some bones. You should be able to get the skin, because if you're cooking it, most times you're not cooking the skin and everything on top of something.
Yeah. Mr. Valentine says, I wanted to become a Grandmaster metalworker, but there's no current need to go past Journeyman. So everyone's a metalworker. Yeah, exactly. You don't get oil?
Mm-hmm. I mean, that was the last time I really did the cook thing, though. It was, I guess now you can when you're cooking, when you process the animals, you can get, fat and all that stuff from it, which, I mean, it makes more sense.
Yeah.
Just if you're going to need the fat for cooking, then you use the fat for cooking. If you don't need the fat for cooking, you should still have the fat to use elsewhere,
Yeah, but that was also like 2.5 was like the last time you and I kind of went heavy into it, and then we realized that it wasn't like in that great of a place for us. I'd love to see novice crafting have a place in leveling nodes. Yes. I'd love to be more of a random for... I'd like it to be more of a random for some things. Currently, the gamba of the metalworking giving ores and stoneworking giving you items. It's interesting and could be done with tanning or cooking. Droppings don't have any use at the moment, like unlike P2.
They don't use it for farming?
Yeah, I was gonna say farming. Or just people not farming.
I think droppings is for higher level farming.
Oh.
On the freeholds.
Gotcha.
Huh.
I remember needing it for all levels of farming,
for a lot
at
of
least
stuff
in
in
phase
farming,
2.
yeah. Like to grow any kind of anything.
Yeah.
At the beginning, you needed it to grow plants.
But that's not bad, because now you're like shoving it for later, which means that it's not like a literal poop grab. I think they gather the need for droppings by a lot. Yeah, I think the fish oils are another processing, not by a product of cooking. Yeah, that's fair. I don't remember, but either way, I think that, crafting has a ways to go in general. I think it's headed in the right direction, though. I said this before. I think it's headed in the right direction. It just needs some refining. That's all.
Absolutely.
But I like the direction they headed.
Yeah. Just needs refining, not processing. So don't got to worry about going to get reagents. So it's a different thing.
Yeah, it just needs further crafting. I think the main thing I want to see for crafting is the background systems and not just be a UI game. Yeah, honestly, this is the role player in me. I would love to actually see my character mixing stuff at the table if I choose to stay at the table. Like, I'd like to opt into her actively doing something, because that would be interesting. That would be a fun thing to put up on the back of like the thing, and as soon as she stops moving, I know that my stuff is done.
Yeah, and you know what? Since day one, I always thought it was weird that you gain skill in processing by handing something to somebody else and giving them money and saying, process this.
Yeah.
It feels really, really weird doing that. But yet you get skill from it.
Yeah. I mean, do you not get skill being a manager by telling the people underneath you what to do?
I mean,
You still get the work done and the good rep.
Kind of, yeah, kind of. I mean, I see what you're saying. I see where you're going with this. I see where you're going with this. Okay.
No. Look, as a art alchemist, I just have the magic do it for me. It's fine. The magic takes care of it. Like you don't see it. I've got like invisible birds that like, you know, move the pestle around and like pump, like invisible mice that pump the
Disney
petals.
princess?
Yeah, like a Disney princess. They're just all invisible. It's magic. Depends on the manager fair. But that being said, y'all, we're excited to see the Harbinger event. We're excited to see what changes come in November. I'm excited to see a bunch of people running around as a summoner.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, there's going to be plenty. There's going to be plenty.
I cannot push these ads back any further. I've used up all 3. Just FYI.
Okay. Well, then we have a few moments to go ahead and I guess taper out. If we're gonna.
We could raid over to Esoteric, which is the person that I raided the other day. He's the one I was telling you about that has like his own little role play about being from space.
Okay. Could do that.
Apparently every phase of Ashes, he adds more to his lore in his Discord.
Gotcha.
So,
Okay.
Good night, Lamina. And everybody else, thank you for being here.
Yeah, have a good night there, Lamina. Oracle, did you want to close out with anything?
Nope, just happy to have you guys back.
Happy to be back.
Absolutely.
Chibi, did you have anything?
I want you guys to, if you can, stop by and come give us, if nothing else, some support this weekend, because it is hard doing a 24-hour stream. I have so much Monster over here prepared for this weekend, and I'm going to be making some food, and I might put that in the Discord later, at least for the subscribers to see. Maybe we can, if I can get it edited quickly enough, I might have a little video for us while we're live for the charity stream. But otherwise, yeah, just come say hi. Come let us know that you care while we are slowly dying from lack of sleep. for charity.
Absolutely. It's going to be an amazing thing if you did.
Yeah.
Well, then while Chibi gets that raid spun up so we raid over before this ad starts, I would like to say thank you, everybody, for spending your time with us. As we always say, it is your most valuable commodity. You get it once, you spend it once, it's gone. So we do hope it was worth the expenditure.
Yes. And we can't give you a refund, but we can get you a receipt.
All right, everybody. Take care. We'll see you around next time. Bye.
See you next time.